Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big Miami welcome to Miss Jessica Dicicco. What other shows are you on? Run down your resume for us in case they like you on something else and don't realize that the Flame Princess is also their other favorite character.
I just joined the cast of Winx on Nickelodeon.
Yay.
I play Selena. She's a villain, and she reads stories from the Legendarium. I don't know if any of you guys watch that show. Does anybody watch Winx? Couple people? Well, she's like...
Lay a little Selena on us.
This is the story of the Gloomywood Trolls. Legendarium! She's evil. Yeah, that was a fun one. I'm also on Puppies, which I'm not sure if it's still going, but I play Patches. I'm the leader of the super secret pup club.
And that's just way too cute.
Thanks. I love Patches. I think he's a really cute character. And then I have a new show that's actually premiering this Monday. It's a double...
Spoilers!
Yeah. It's called Sheriff Callie's Wild West, and it's on Disney Junior. So if any of you guys have younger siblings or kids... And
you can brag that you heard it here before it aired.
Yep.
Give us one of your lines from that.
On Monday. And it's a musical, and it's starring Mandy Moore and Lucas Grabeel, who's from High School Musical, and he's also on Switched at Birth. And we play best friends. And my character is the cactus. His name is Toby. And he's like this. I'm a booky little cowpoke. Aw, heck. He's really cute, and he's prickly.
How long have you been doing this voice acting?
I've been acting professionally since I was a kid. And then it wasn't till I moved to Los Angeles, I'm visiting from Los Angeles, that I discovered animation. It kind of discovered me. I wasn't planning on doing it. I was planning on directing and producing TV shows. And then all of a sudden I booked 5 pilots, and then I became a voice actress. But I've been doing that probably for 8 years or so, specifically animation and video games. So yeah, it's been really fun. And my first show, do you guys remember the Buzz on Maggie on the Disney Channel? I played Maggie on that show. Oh yeah, let me think. Somebody today asked me to do her laugh. She she would always get into trouble. Mischief.
You have a charmed life. Your first role was the title character.
Yeah. I was like, welcome to animation. And I got to work with all my favorite voice actors who I watched growing up. So it was just surreal to be in the room with all these people. And this was crazy. In the same year, I also booked, do you guys remember The Emperor's New School on the Disney Channel? I played Melina on that show. So that was a while ago. But yeah, so those 2 Disney shows, that was when I first moved out to LA. Melina is just very close to my regular voice. Come on, Cusco. You're going to have to give a little on this one. And that's pretty much her. So yeah, 8 years to answer your question.
Do you ever plan to do anime dubbing later on in the future?
I would love to do anime. It's just, as a voice actor and all the other voice actors who you've seen up here, I feel anybody would say the same thing. They're kind of separate worlds. And I've been lucky enough to experience the anime world because I've been doing conventions for the last year. So I really got to experience, the fans and all the shows that are on, and it seems amazing. And I would absolutely love to be in an anime.
Awesome.
So hopefully, fingers crossed, one day.
It seems that when Flame Princess first joined Adventure Time, almost everybody just loved her character when she started. Was that very flattering to you to see these people excited about your character?
I mean, it was such an amazing opportunity, of course, to even be able to audition for Adventure Time. I didn't really know much about the show when I had first auditioned for it. But I did some research, and I, looked up all these, YouTube videos, and I was like, oh, Adventure Time. This is awesome. I really want to be a part of this show. So for the audition, I just pictured myself talking to Finn and I tried to make it. I just tried to fit in, have Flame Princess fit in with the style of the show. And yeah, like I did I ended. I think it was I did the last episode of season. You guys, please, might know better than me. End of season 4,
I think it was
and then
season
the
4.
first episode of season 5. Is that what it was? Okay, and yeah, it was just like the response was so incredible, and I mean, I'm sure just the way she entered the show was just so jarring. Like, I'm sure that had a lot to do with it, but it was so much fun to just be that character as she was introduced to everybody, and yeah, it's been a fun ride with like the love story, and who knows what the future holds for Finn and Flame Princess. But now Flame Princess, spoiler, I don't know if you guys are all caught up, but now she rules the Fire Kingdom. Does everybody know that?
Yeah.
Okay, because if you didn't, I just ruined it for you.
What did you think of her progression over the seasons of the show when she was introduced?
The progression, it's been really nice because, just like everybody else, I didn't really know truly what the character was like, just based on the first episode that I did and then the second episode. So I think as we went, I think everybody got to know Flame Princess as, at the same time, we all got to know her as she was in each episode. So including myself, and I think, I'm sure the writers have more insight that I'm not privy to, but yeah, it's been really nice to progress with the character. I really like the direction she's, they're taking her in, and I'm hoping for even more of a story arc and more backstory. But my favorite was like the backstory with when Flame Princess was a baby. Did you guys see that episode?
Yeah.
That was so much fun to do the baby.
Can you give any spoilers of like if you get back with Finn? Because
I think you know the answer to that I can't give any spoilers, but the writers are aware. I mean, okay, what do you guys think? Do you think they were good together?
yeah,
Do you want them to get back together?
yes,
Are they OTP?
yeah.
So please tweet to everybody on the show and let them know that. Penn and Kent, everyone's aware that like how everybody feels about them being together. And even as a voice actor, I actually felt the chemistry between the two characters. It rang true, and it was believable for, that Flame Princess and Finn would have this kind of like not flawed, but there was like tension because he hurts her, but they're defying the odds and staying together, and I mean not anymore, but we'll see what happens, and hopefully they listen to what everybody wants and find a way to get them back together.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite cartoons, just in general?
My favorite cartoons?
In general.
I grew up watching like Rugrats, and does anybody like Rugrats? Yeah. My favorite character, I always used to imitate him growing up, was Chucky. So I'd always try to copy that voice. Originally it was Christine Cavanaugh, and then Nancy Cartwright, the voice of Bart Simpson, took over for that character. But my impression is,
Dobby, we're gonna get into trouble for this.
my fave.
If you ever got the chance, would you ever come to a con dressed as Flame Princess or one of your other characters you've done, and then see if
Would?
like,
Yeah.
like see if anybody would recognize it was you?
That would be a fun experiment. I might be down to do that one day, to cosplay as Flame Princess and see if anybody would know it was me. I think that'd be really funny. But I actually did get, I don't know if you guys know We Love Fine, that company, Mighty Fine. They have the official license to all the Adventure Time shirts and whatnot. If you have an Adventure Time shirt, chances are it's by Mighty Fine. Anyway, they sent me a Flame Princess dress. So I'm almost there. I have the dress.
If you were to choose a different character to do the voice of on Adventure Time, who would you choose?
I would choose Marceline, because she's awesome, and she's here, and we're friends, and she sings. So Yeah, that would be awesome to be able to sing like Olivia. She's so good.
Was the buzz on Maggie? Were you and upset when it got canceled like really early, like after one season?
Yeah, actually, because, as we just talked about, that was my first show ever, was The Buzz on Maggie. So I was very emotionally attached to that show. And, I was really young when I first moved out to LA, and I was so excited, and I got to work with all my heroes. And, what? How long ago? Oh, it only went one season. So when I got the word that The Buzz on Maggie ended, I actually cried. But now I know don't get too attached, because you never know what show is going to be successful. For example, Adventure Time, it was a short on Nickelodeon, and it probably just didn't go with the Nickelodeon brand, but Nickelodeon passed on it and didn't make a series out of it, and Cartoon Network did. So the thing is, you never know what's gonna go, what's gonna be successful. So I've learned whenever I'm on a show, just do the best you can and forget about it. And then it's a surprise if it is very successful, and then you won't be heartbroken the way I was when they cancel it.
Do you have any songs coming up in Adventure Time, since you usually have songs for every character?
We talked about it, but I do sing in character. I sing in the Sheriff Callie's Wild West show that's coming out, but I don't sing. I don't think I'd be able to sing as well as Marceline, so I wouldn't want a song. There's just no way. Can't compete with that. So yeah.
Thank you.
I don't think she's gonna have a song.
In regards to shows coming back, if they wanted to bring back Buzz on Maggie, because I was a huge fan of that, would you be willing? Is that something you would want to do if it came back?
Yeah, I don't think the Buzz on Maggie. It was so long ago, and I'm sure it was a special part of when you're younger, probably. But the shows that did come back, like Family Guy, those are network shows that have probably hundreds of thousands, I don't know, millions, I don't know, of fans. So, if it came back, I would totally do it. But
there's such a thing as
Wah,
YouTube
wah.
now, so.
The whole series is up on YouTube. Maybe, Cartoon Hangover or another online company. I wonder if that's possible, to pick up a show that's been canceled after one season and then they pick it up, kind of what they did with Arrested Development.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
What would you think if Flame Princess were to fight Albino Burrito?
Albino Burrito.
That was from
El Tigre?
El Tigre. Yeah, I did a recurring part on. That would be so cute. That would be so funny. I would love to bring that back. I have to bring that character back.
I bet
Yeah,
everyone would assume
It would be a
Flame
burned
Princess would
burrito.
win.
What?
I bet everyone would assume Flame Princess would win, but he might surprise people. He always surprised them in the end.
The albino burrito would surprise everyone
Yeah, he always did.
with his little cowboy boots.
And the little
Do you remember that?
piñata and the sombrero.
He's so cute. And his glasses. Yeah. Oh, I would love to see that fight. Oh my God, that should be what is that called when just fan fiction? But what? Crossover. Crossovers. Okay. Yeah. That's awesome. That's on my wish list.
Are there any roles that you didn't get that you really hurt and that you think you would have done better?
Yes. Well, I don't know if I would have done better or not. They chose the person who they thought was best for the part. But I am a huge Miyazaki fan, and you guys, okay, you feel the same way.
Kind of all are.
What?
We kind of all are, I think.
What?
We kind of all are, I think.
Oh yeah. That's one of the best. Actually, I went to visit Studio Ghibli when I was in Japan. I went to their museum and their studio. It's so freaking cool. Anyway, so I forgot which one it was, but I auditioned for you know how Disney remade some of the Miyazaki films, they turned them into English speaking, into they did the dub or whatever. I auditioned for one of them. I can't remember which one it was, But I found out that I had the audition when I was getting on a plane to go home to New York, because I'm from New York. My family's from New York. And I was like, I have to audition for this. I was like going over the, I printed up the lines like right before, but I wasn't able to record them because I needed to go into a studio. And then as soon as I landed in New York, I ran to a studio and recorded the audition. And yeah, I didn't get the part, but I really wanted just to be a part of a Miyazaki film. That would have been like bucket list item. You know what I'm saying?
On the show, are you considered a regular cast member or a guest star?
I think I'm recurring.
Recurring?
Yeah.
So some of the guest stars that they've had come in, because you all record together mostly.
Yeah.
So who have you gotten to work with?
Oh,
like
I've
Lou
worked-
Ferrigno or when George Takei was on or things like that?
Well, my dad, Flame King, is Keith David.
Oh.
He's like a pretty big name. And then I worked with Andy Milanakis, Nepter. He's so funny. So that was fun to work with him. And then for the most part, and then a couple people who I've never met before. And then, it's mostly like, John and Jeremy, of course, are usually there. Tom is usually there. Hinden is there. And I don't know. I can't think of who anybody else.
What will Flame Princess do?
Yeah?
If the world was taken over by bananas?
If the world was taken over by bananas, what would she do?
Yeah.
She would caramelize all of them. She'd be like, so she would create just like a whole world of like caramelized bananas. I think it'd be pretty delicious. I love banana desserts. Do you?
Yeah.
What's your favorite color?
My favorite color?
Yep.
I like black.
Same. Color of darkness in the soul.
My soul is very dark. Yep. And purple too. And
It's
pink.
always royal.
And pink.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of Miami, how about another round of applause for Jessica Dicicco?
Thank you guys so much for coming to the Q&A.